Hey folks, just having the sheep in here for vaccinations. I'm also going to condition score the ewes. I'll weigh all the lambs and the sheep, and I'll also do some shedding scores, dag scores, etc. Okay, so I'm using the Smartworm app just to record weights. I'm not dosing anything here today as I had dosed a handful previously. But I brought the birth weights into the app and then I'm just weighing them through that, and that'll be set up for the next time I weigh them and have to dose them. And see, that's a single there, doing 329 grams a day from birth. Happy enough with that. And I'm also doing a 10-in-1 vaccination. So we have another one here. This is, I believe, a single out of a ewe lamb, ram lamb, doing 361 grams a day. Very happy with that. And yeah, that line seems to be quite good. So I'll keep an eye out for that, maybe to use as replacements or use that particular ram lamb for breeding. One of the other jobs I'm doing here is to record health traits across the ewe flock. I'm looking at weight, body condition score, dag score, shedding score, and if they're lame or not. So I've written an app which links into a web application for managing the sheep flock. And so I am recording using the ear tag, which links into the EID reader. And I'm checking the ewe for her body condition, dag score, whether she's clean or not, and to the extent of that, as you can see here. So I record the weight manually. The weigh head isn't linked up yet. I will get that done. So she is body condition score 3, so I can just tap a button there. Dag score, she's a 1, so she's very clean. Shedding score, she's fully shed and she's not lame. So on to the next one. So this allows rapid data entry, which is very important because if you're to scale any sort of data recording, it has to be quick and easy. So I'm going to get the next one here now. So this one isn't shed as well, but well on its way. So the app is pretty quick. So I just scan the tag here. You see it shows up. That matches against the sheep in my flock. And I just manually enter the weight that's on the weigh head. Check the body condition. The majority of these ewes are body condition score 2, which is perfectly fine this time of year. Dag score, she's very clean. She's not fully shed, but very much there, so she's getting a 4. And she's not lame. So this information in terms of the shedding score, it goes into the application, and there's a full BLUP analysis done within flock that gives a shedding EBV or a shedding estimated breeding value across all of the sheep. So it's looking at, you know, all of the generations from particular lines, and it's weighting the shedding score based off of that. So this will be very helpful to get earlier shedding into the flock sooner, particularly picking from the flock itself. Generally, the easy care sheep will shed at some point, generally in the first year, though some of the lambs can run into next year for shedding. I'm looking to see if I can get all of the lambs shedding the first year and relatively early, and this will allow me to reduce the incidence of fly strike. Not that they get much anyway, but you get a handful normally around October. So I'm looking to try and get fully remove that. I culled for it anyway. So you can see here I'm just running through a few of the ewes. So this does take a while, but I think it's well worth doing, as it gives me a much better picture of the flock health in general. Okay, so we're looking at the ewes that were in the video. So I can take a look here. I put the shedding in here in the Eurostar tab. Now obviously that's not a supported trait by Sheep Ireland at the moment, but maybe it will be in the future. So you can see that this particular animal was scored a 5 last year in July, and it's scored a 5 now in May. Now she is rearing lamb as well, so I'm quite happy that she's shedding early. She is in good body condition. Very impressed with that. Now the app does allow import of Eurostar ratings across the whole flock, so it's just brought in here. You can see the replacement and the terminal value and all of the sub indexes. So the lameness I'm recording, the lameness trait, the DAG score is dagginess, and the body condition score all go into this evaluation. The wool shedding gets kind of tagged onto the end of it, and it just means that you can quickly have glanced through. So we'll have a look at that other ewe. That was in the video. So you can see there's her shedding score 4. That gets brought in there too. Now if I go to reports and analytics, there's a bunch of different reports here, very helpful. If we look at the Eurostar ratings, this is across the entire flock. So if I tidy this up a bit, so if we go columns, let's take out number of lambs born, for example, and the shedding EBV comes in here too. You can toggle lots of different traits on or off depending on what you want to have a look at. And for example, if I wanted to pick out any different trait, whether it's like a high replacement index, maybe a high terminal index, and maybe a lamb vigor at 3, for example. So you can see there, those are the animals that are matching that criteria, and some have a very high shedding EBV. I know this particular lamb is pretty much fully shed. He got a 5. There's a couple of tufts, like very small tufts on his back that'll probably be off in a couple of days. And his mother is actually fully shed too, and she's rearing 2 lambs. So yeah, that's the sort of sheep I'm looking for. I'm not primarily concerned about one trait. I'm looking for a balance of traits across the flock. I want them to be strong across the board, and that just takes time. So you can see here, like some of them, aren't particularly highly rated for that. But again, there's only there's one observation for the lambs this year. There will be an observation from last year from the sheep there. So there's only 2 making up this evaluation on the shedding side at the moment. Over time, as I record more data, it will become more accurate, and because they're linked between all of the sheep, you'll get a better idea. And yeah, so I hope that was helpful, and any questions, give me a shout, and I will chat to you all soon. Take care.